What's going on, people? Welcome back to our Arsenal transfer news live show. We're here every single day to do the latest Arsenal transfer news and rumours. You know what it is, people. Transfer season. Obviously, we're going to react to the Arsenal fixture list for the Premier League. And I've got to say, people, this better wake up this football club, man, to get signings in before the season. I'll tell you that for a fact. A big everyone, make sure you guys do hit like buttons up. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. We're on the road to 12k subscribers. Get your thoughts down below. It's like flipping yo-yo with this, man. Gyökeres one day, Šeško the next day. When I talk about the latest news with Sesko, of course, apparently he's agreed personal terms of Arsenal. I'm going to say, personal terms, they don't mean that much, people. I'll get into that a bit later on. But the main thing is now, I'm sure Arsenal fans, we can all agree, let's just get this flipping strike. If it's going to be Šeško, it's going to be Šeško. But let's get this guy in because we've all seen the fixtures, people. That start is interesting to say the least. But before we do start, big at everyone. Make sure you guys scan the QR code as well for SofaScore. SofaScore, big up to SofaScore. They've kindly sponsored the video now, and you can scan the QR code there. Basically, really, really good app. I'll talk you guys through that a bit later on towards the end. But anyone interested in SofaScore, we'll talk about it a bit later on, but make sure if you haven't already, scan the QR code there as well. And big thanks to SofaScore for sponsoring the video. And they're going to be the sponsor now going forward for a little bit. So big up to them as well. But yeah, let's get right into, obviously, you guys' comments first. You amazing people in the chat. Appreciate everyone tuning back in as well. Big up AJ. Yo, AJ, you changed your picture, man. I'm liking it. You know, the classic Arsenal logo right there. Big up yourself, brown brother, as well. Big up to Prodigy. He's saying the sources are apparently really good. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a minute as well, how reliable, because this is transfer season, people. You know, we don't know. You got to take everything with a pinch of salt. But big up. Yo, Ade's in the building, man. Long time, Ade. How you been doing, my brother? We got a big game, first game of the season. If you guys don't know, Ade's a Man United fan as well. So we'll see you on the first game of the season, man. Old Trafford settings. You know how it is. But yeah, big up yourself, Ade. I hope you've been keeping well. Big up to Hashir as well. Arsenic, big up yourself, my brother. Miss Molina's in the building. Big up Miss Molina. Niall, big up yourself. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. Facts, bro. Arsenic says we need our signings for pre-season. Very important. Absolute facts. Yeah, that's what we have to be doing now. Because look at last season when we brought in Calaflorian and he didn't even play the pre-season. That was our first signing, people. Our signings didn't play until, Aston Villa away, second game of the season. We could not have that. Yeah, especially with the fixture list, is crazy. Big up Plasma. How you doing, my friend, every single time. Drew's in the building as well. Bless up, Drew. Every single time. Absolute legend. Thanks for tuning in as always. But yeah, guys, let's get right into things, people. Let's get right into things right now. What should we start with? Should we start with the fixtures or we start with Sesko? Let's start with the fixtures. Why not, people, right? Arsenal's confirmed fixture list, 25-26. This is what we're talking about, people. All right, so I was meant to do this at 9 a.m., right? But I saw the list and I went back to sleep. I'm like, I ain't having this, people. This is crazy. Now, listen, I look at it this way. Fixtures for me, I mean, you play every single team twice a season anyway. But I think it's important in certain stages of the season with international breaks involved, with momentum, with other competitions involved as well. How would the games affect you as well? I think that's where people need to look at it. And the start of the season, could make an impact, whereas towards the end, etc., Christmas period, is busy. So I think the fixtures can be a big deal, but I understand as well, majority of the time, obviously you play every single team twice. But let's get into it. So Arsenal's first in August, Manchester United away at Old Trafford. Now I don't remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys. When was the last time we actually played like a proper Big Six team? First game of the season. I'm trying to remember what year it was because I'm struggling to remember. Last season was I can't remember who did we play last season. First game of the season now. Wolves, yeah, Wolves, Nottingham Forest, right? Then it was Newcastle a few years ago, like when we had Emery. I honestly can't remember the last time we played a Big Six team at the first game of the season. And going away to Old Trafford as well is mental, people. Absolutely mental. But bring it on at the end of the day. You know how it is. But yeah, old Man United away, Old Trafford to kick us off in August. Then we go newly promoted side against Leeds, our first home game. Then Liverpool at Anfield, people. So in August, in the space of 2 games, yeah, we go away at Old Trafford, which you don't really have a good record at whatsoever, and at Anfield. This early on, we got to go Anfield, people. People can sit there and say, you know what, we can get it over and done with, and I hear that. But hold on a minute, man. It don't stop there. In September, Nottingham Forest at home, tough game. You know, if they have another season they had last season, that could be a very tough game at home. Man City at home. There's a big one against Man City. So literally, in space 3, in our first 5 games, right? We play Man United away, Liverpool away at Anfield. We play Man City in there as well. And then, guess what? Newcastle away after that. This has honestly got to be one of the worst starts to a season that I've ever seen as an Arsenal fan. I know, again, you play every single team twice, but we can get to September, people, right? We can get into September and we could be in the absolute mud if we're not careful. On the flip side, you never know. You know, if we get the business required, if we get some deals done, we could be, you know, very confident going into the season. But right now, in the current situation we're at right now, we could be in the absolute mud come October, people. Newcastle away, we know we never win that. Man City, well, we haven't won a Newcastle in years. You know, it's been very poor at St James's Park. Man City with a new signings coming to the Emirates. You fancy us to beat them. But again, that's going to be a very tough game. And then October, we've got West Ham at home, Fulham away. When again, a flipping team you never beat away. Like, we always seem to drop points as well, people. It's mental. And then, you know, you've got Palace at home. You expect that. And then the 2 newly promoted sides in November, but both away games could be tough. Burnley and Sunderland. Then we've got the big North London derby, people, right? North London derby, Tottenham at home. That's in November. Bring on that one, people. You know how it always is. Always look. That's the first game you always look at the fixture list. Well, I mean, this season everyone's focusing on Man United at home, but you know, Tottenham is the big one. Chelsea away after that as well. That's going to be interesting. Going to Stamford Bridge. Then in the Christmas period, we've got Brentford. We've got Good Evening Villa Park away in December. Man, always a tough place to go to. Mr. Good Evening, we know him very well there. Then you got Wolves at home. Everton away, Goodison Park, Brighton at home, Villa. We've got Villa in December, back to back. That's probably going to be delayed, people. Bournemouth away in January, Liverpool at home, Forest away, Man United at home in January, and then Leeds away as well. That is a tough period. And then February, you've got Tottenham, Chelsea again, Brentford, Sunderland. March is probably the most favourable. Brighton away, Wolves away is tough, man. April, you got Bournemouth City, Newcastle, and then Fulham in May, West Ham. Our last home game of the season is going to be Burnley at home, guys. And then our final game of the season, if we are in amongst the title race, is going to be Palace away from home. So, yeah, pretty mental, guys, there. Let us know your guys' thoughts on the fixtures as well. That is that there. It's pretty mad, to be honest with you. Especially that start. Like, this is why it's so important to sign the players in. You know, we have to get the players in early. So we're ready to go, because if we're not ready, we will get found out. Yeah, I'm sorry, we will get found out. If we're not ready by the players that we've got in, the striker in, yeah, and the winner as well, by the first game of the season, by at least Old Trafford game, then yeah, we could have a big reality check and start the season, people. But anyway, let's get into it then. Let's get into the transfer news today with Sesko, because going by Sport Bayald, apparently really reliable over there. I think they're like tier 2 source over there in Germany. People were saying in the chat that they're pretty reliable as well. But yeah, they're coming out and saying that Arsenal have reached an agreement with Sesko on personal terms. That's it at the moment, just personal terms. It doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I honestly think we've looked at both of Gyökeres and Sesko. Yeah, and they've both agreed personal terms of Arsenal. It does not surprise me whatsoever. Arsenal signalled, that's a new buzzword to add to the list. We've signalled that they will make an offer for the player in the coming days, in line with RB Leipzig expectations, which could be around 80 million to 100 million euros fee. So, yeah, I mean, Leipzig still holding out for their, Leipzig is still holding out for their price tag of 80 million to 100 million euros. And we could maybe meet in between that one. But yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not surprised. personal terms to me means nothing, though. I'm sorry, it doesn't, because we had the exact same situation in terms of personal terms, yeah, with Mikel Arteta, wasn't it, when he was at Shakhtar, and we was in the race with Chelsea. Now, this guy single-handedly, yeah, if you guys remember, right, this guy single-handedly started twerking for Arsenal. Yeah, he started twerking for Arsenal, people. This guy literally had to post a picture of him watching transfer news of him in an Arsenal shirt, people. Yeah, this guy wanted to come to Arsenal. He posted a picture of Arteta. Everyone was like, yeah, Mudryk agreed personal terms. He's pushing for moves. He's flirting with Arsenal, yeah. And then it came to it where we lost out because Chelsea paid more money than what Shakhtar wanted. And we didn't want to pay for that. And then we missed out on Mudryk. And, we got Trossard. In the end, we dodged a bullet with that one. So I look at personal terms, and for me, they mean nothing, people. Yeah, cool, the player wants to come to Arsenal. That's all well and good. But at the end of the day, it's all about getting the deal done with actually Leipzig, and they're still holding out for the 80 million. And we had, who was it? We had Plattenberg come out and say this yesterday as well, that Arsenal are currently not willing to pay the 80 million to 100 million euros demand. Now, 80 million, if I'm right in saying, people, yeah, is 67, maybe even less than that. It's a little bit more than what we pay for Kai Havertz, people. And we're not willing to pay that, yet we pay 65 million for Kai Havertz, but now we're acting tight with the money, and we're not willing to pay 80 million for 100 to 100 million. I mean, what is 100 million euros into, is like, what, 80 million? 85 million is what Leipzig are holding out for. Between 85 million and, yeah, whatever we have there. And 60, let's just say 65 million. The same as we pay for Kai Havertz, and we're not willing to pay that, apparently. Ridiculous, in my opinion. Now, I would prefer to go and get Gyökeres, but I'll tell you one thing for a fact. If we really do want Sesko, why are we acting so tight with the money? Like, what are we doing acting tight again? There's been no official offer from Arsenal yet. Arsenal and the players can't remain in contact, but personal terms are not yet fully agreed. So this is what Plattenberg's saying, that personal terms are not fully agreed. Well, yeah, and then you had the other German sport bio come out and say he has agreed personal terms. So this is what it's like in a window, people. Then he goes on to say that Arsenal are still monitoring Victor Gyökeres. It'd be crucial to see whether he can move for the verbally agreed 60, 70 million, or Sporting will demand more. So yeah, there we go. This is where we're at. This has come out of Plattenberg yesterday. And this is the same Plattenberg that said, I am 100% confident that Sesko will be an Arsenal player. And then he goes and says this, that Arsenal still wanting Gyökeres. Hold on a minute, Arsenal not willing to pay this fee. So how you can be 100% sure that he'll be an Arsenal player then? It's crazy, people. Like this, I don't know about this Plattenberg guy, but obviously we know what came out the other day about Gyökeres. Like, we're monitoring Gyökeres, but it's just monitoring. Arsenal monitoring. Arsenal, are interested in. Arsenal are flipping. What's a new word? Oh yeah, Arsenal apparently playing poker for the Sesko deal. So that's another one to add to the list of buzz phrases in this transfer window for Arsenal, people. It's crazy. But at the end of the day, if this Sesko, yeah, is the guy we actually want, right? Just get this guy in. Just pay the money now, yeah, because I'm sick of it. We're acting tight as always, and we do this every single transfer window. Yeah, we act so tight with the money, and let's not kid ourselves. There is money there to spend, people. We are cleared with all the PSR rules, with all the PSR regulations, right? And this is a frustration thing about it. People were saying we couldn't spend in January because of PSR. We couldn't spend in January because of FFP and all of this, and we was done by the rules and all that. We got prize money from Champions League money there's reportedly a war chest, yeah? Let's remember that. There's apparently a war chest, 300 million at least. And by the way, we sold Ramsdale, we sold what's the guy's name? Smith Rowe and Nketiah, right? For a combined total, I don't know the rough estimate, but it was around 80 million combined for all three players, right? So we still got that money there. like we have money there, people. Don't clearly we have money there, but we're acting tight as always. And if we're not careful, like we probably are, looking at both of them still. Yeah, we are. We probably are still looking at both of them, but it's getting to a stage now where we need to start acting quick, because I know with what we're still, it's coming up, but July is when preseason does start. We need a striker in before preseason. We need the striker in for the whole preseason, people, as well as Zuamendi, as well as hopefully a winner as well coming in. Because I've just shown you the start. We've all seen the starts to the season. And are you telling me right now, if I were to ask you right now, guys, is Arsenal ready for the new season? No, absolute no chance. Is anyone confident we can win the league next season? Absolute no chance right now. That they can change their mind by signing the striker, by signing the winner, by doing the business required, and then we can sit there and say, all right, let's feel a bit of confidence. But for the first time in quite a while, I'm coming into this season feeling like we there's no confidence there in terms of actually winning the Premier League title. There's absolutely no confidence there whatsoever right now. That could all change by signing some players, people. But honestly, we're not ready. But have we ever really been ready going into a new season? Maybe the first year we challenged the league title, but that caught some people by surprise. But other than that, we've always been players short, and we've always been tight with money. I was hoping that will change, man. So I don't know what's going on with this whole striker situation. It changes by every single day, people. You know how it is. It changes every single day. It's like a yo-yo. One day it's flipping Gyökeres, then it's flipping Sesko. Tomorrow it'll probably be Ollie Watkins, and then it'll be Dusan Vlahovic again. Let's not forget that daily Dusan season and all that, people. It's crazy. Let's read some comments, man. Let's catch up with some comments as well. We're gonna go through some other news as well in just a minute. AJ says, please like the stream if you haven't already. Bless up to you, AJ. Appreciate you, man. Every single time as well. Absolute legend right there. Big up yourself. Prodigy says some good news. Yeah, well, we'll see, man. We'll see if this actually, comes through. It's coming by this Sports Bio today over there in Germany, saying that we have he's agreed personal terms, which he probably has agreed personal terms. I'm not surprised, but again, do they really mean anything, people? In terms of like, it's actually going to get done. We still need to get the fee sorted out, and what do they call it? The structure of the contract and all that. But yeah, apparently they're a good source. I saw there was like tier 2 source, yeah, which is apparently they're pretty decent. And then I can read from here now, guys, as well. Big up to Ade, my brother. Long time no see, man. He says big up to you, G. I'm going to say right now, Arsenal, Liverpool, United got screwed over with the fixture list. Because how are United playing all of the big 6 rivals in our first 10 games? It's crazy, isn't it, bro? It's absolutely. I wonder how they do the fixture list. Do they do it like? Is it automatically generated, or do they pick? I've actually never really thought about that. Let me know if you guys know how it sort of works, how they sort out the fixtures. But yeah, I mean, flipping out. Clearly, that's not been automatically generated, mate. Yeah, no chance. They've put that all together, people, to piss everyone off. It's true though, man. I've not seen, right, Arsenal play a big 6 team on the first game of the season for years. I'm trying to. Anyone in the chat, let me know. Yeah, when was the last time we played a big 6 team first game of the season? I'm struggling to remember right now. I'm honestly struggling to remember. Last year it was Wolves, Nottingham Forest. The year before that was, again, I'm struggling to think if we played to start the season a few years ago. But when we first, the league was in the title race. I can't remember. Who do we play, man? First game of the season. Struggling to remember. Oh, Bournemouth. No. Palace, yeah. Palace, Forest, Wolves were the last 3, right? I remember we played Newcastle under Emery in the first game of the season. Oh, actually, no, Man City. We played Man City 2019. Emery's first season. I think that's the last time we played a big 6 team on the first game of the season, 2019. So, but it doesn't really happen often. It doesn't really happen often. And that start as well, going to Anfield away. after Man United. Man City at home coming up as well for Arsenal. It's crazy. But big up yourself, Ade, man. Here we go. It's not here. Nah, not yet, my friend. Not yet. Nowhere near here we go at the moment, my brother. But I hope soon, mate, because we need to hurry up. I'll be real with it. Bless up yourself every single time, Arsenic, my brother. I hope you're doing well, man, as well. Big up to Miss Melina in the building. How you doing, Mel? If you're in Switzerland right now, hope you're having an amazing time. If you're not there yet, then I hope you have a great, safe flight as well to Switzerland. And yeah, hope you enjoy the time over there as well. I know Switzerland's a nice country as well, so hope you have an amazing time over there as well, Miss Molina. Thoughts on playing Man United and Old Trafford on opening day? I mean, we ain't got the greatest record at Old Trafford's opening day as well. If it all depends if we do what's required in the window, people, right? I know it's easy to say, but we need the striker in before the pre-season, right? If we get the players in, then I'll be confident that we can have a good start to the season. If we don't, then no, I ain't confident. And we know what it's like. You know, you're going to be playing your new players and Bruno, Cunha. It's going to be like, if Man United lose the first game, it'd be like, aha, everyone laugh at Man United. And if we lose the first game, though, it'd be like, oh, the pressure will be on Arteta. I mean, that's a big thing as well. The fixture, this guys like there has to be obviously there should have been pressure last season for this manager. But if you think about people who have really got behind the manager, right? If you don't have a good start, if we get to October, November, and we've lost quite a few games, which it could be a possibility, will people start turning on? Will people who backed this manager for a long time, would they actually, turn on the manager and be like, time for change? I don't know. Probably not, because as a flipping, everyone wants to shag the guy, it seems like. But we'll see, man. We'll see. We need a sign we need our signings in before pre-season. Facts, absolute facts, so important. We have to get these players in before pre-season, man. Get them up and running. Exactly what we did with when we was in the title race with Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko. Yeah, Jesus came in the pre-season. He started firing. Sevilla, I think he scored a hat-trick against Sevilla in the Emirates Cup, right? Scored it in the LA when we went to America. We played really well. Zinchenko played really well. And they was ready to go. And we looked ready to go for the new season. But at the end of the day, last season, we didn't do that. And this is what happens. So 100%, bro. Big up yourself, Plasma Man. I'm not too bad, thank you, my brother. I'm not too bad. I hope you're well yourself, my brother. I just want this team to flip and act in the window, man. It's draining doing these the same recycled news every single day. I keep refreshing Twitter. Yeah, I keep refreshing all the news, and it's just the same old BS. And people put breaking news. It's not breaking. We're on it about 5 weeks, people. It's crazy. Sesko, your Craig's Arsenal transfer window. I've just switched off here to sort the channel. Bless up Drew every single time, man. Hope you're doing well yourself, my brother, as well. Big up yourself, Arsenal, just a spicy Spurs every single time. Big up Josh. We're not paying 60 million for a player that has potential. We're paying 68 million for the player that might have potential. Make it make sense, please. This is true, bro. But at the end of the day, at this stage, bro, right? Just if this is a guy that Arteta wants, this striker that Arteta's been crying out for 2 years, right? Everyone's gassing up as always, yeah. At this stage, just go and get their money, because we're so tight with our money. I'm telling you, people, why are we acting so tight in the window? It's crazy. Like Sesko, I don't mind, but obviously there is better out there, in my honest opinion, that we should go that we should have gone for. But if this is a guy that Arteta has been pushing for and we've been trying to get for 2 years, what is taking so long, people? But yeah, big up yourself. Like literally, and going back to that as well, we paid 65 M's for Kai Havertz, people. Why are we just trying to get cheap all the time? Guess what? Man's traveling again. Of course he is, man. Of course Plasma's traveling. Bro, this guy travels the world, man. Come on. He's going back to Asia for the school, so I'm going to miss all of our zero signings. Exactly, bro. Whereabouts in Asia are you going? Are you going to... you might go where Arsenal are going for pre-season, right? Because I think we're going Hong Kong and Singapore, isn't it? So you might go near there. But yeah, of course you're traveling, bro. It wouldn't be Plasma without him traveling everywhere, would it? 80, 90 Oh, thank you. Yeah, there we go. 2018 to 19 was the last time we played a big 16 first game of the season at home. But in terms of like actually having a proper run of games, yeah, where I've not seen a. We thought last season was bad in terms of like the start last season when we had what was it, City and Tottenham away, back-to-back games away from home. We thought that was bad, people. Yeah. Now look at this. Red card at Anfield and Man City. I ain't gonna go there, bro. I'm not gonna go there. Big up to you, Kaz. Finally, we see progress. No more interested FC and buzzwords FC. I mean, I hope so, but I mean, people saying we've agreed personal terms. This kind of by this sport, I wouldn't get my hopes up, and even though they mean nothing anyway, but this kind of by sport biled, right? Well, you know, people saying really good source over there in Germany, but for British show honesty, they said nothing about agreeing terms at all. And we still got to agree the fee with Leipzig, which we're still not done yet, to be honest. So there we go. It doesn't matter who we get, Sesko, who'll start on the bench. Yeah, I agree, bro. I can see Havertz starting the opening games of the season, people. 100%. 100%. I can see Havertz starting the first couple of games of the season. That's the thing. We can't be just like, we get to Anfield away and we're sort of not signing a striker yet. That'd be mental. Big up to Harrison in the chat. And Mudryk got banned for substances. He would have reminded me of Pepe. Imagine we paid that money, man. We dodged the bullet big time. We dodged the bullet big time with that one. People want to call Pepe a flop. Yeah, nah, get out of it, man. Look at Mudryk. That would have been a disaster. I'm telling you, people. Oh, it's a 68 million. There we go. Big up. Big up, Cooper, in the building, my brother. How you doing, Cooper? How are you doing? Well, man. What's your thoughts on the fixtures, Cooper, as well, if you've seen them as well? But yeah, big up yourself, my brother. Hope you're doing well, man. It says big up Josh, bless up the chat. Bless up to you, Cooper, every single time. Absolute legend in the building as well. Ante and Berta are playing rock, paper, scissors. that's a good one, to be fair. Exactly, bro. Rock, paper, scissors. For flipping Sesko and Gyökeres. They might flipping do a hat and then put all the names in a hat and pick one out. I don't know. It's amazing. Seems like Arsenal don't have a plan. I mean, yeah, we may see like July, when July comes, we may get Zubimendi announced and then Kepa, but that would probably be it. And then we'll still be looking to sign a striker. Still be monitoring and all this. Big up Ryan in the chat, man. How you doing, my brother? Hope you're doing well. Big up yourself every single time, my guy. Yeah, January and summer as well. I don't know why we're delaying about other strikers. I know, it's crazy. Bless up everyone. Smash that subscribe. Big up Cooper as well. What's SofaScore doing at the bottom? Yeah, man. It's they've sponsored the channel. So just quickly, anyone who missed it, download SofaScore, guys. Scan the QR code if you're interested in that as well. And yeah, they're the new sponsor on the channel. So yeah, SofaScore, you know, you get all the lineups, you get all the odds, like all the stats. It's brilliant. So make sure. Maybe towards the end, we'll share it, what it's all about. And if you guys are interested, scan the QR code there, download it. You can download it to your phone. You can get it on your laptop, computer, any device, really. Keep you updated with everything as well. We'll talk about that a bit later on. But yeah, you guys can download that if you guys want to. So big up SofaScore for sponsoring the channel as well. I think last year we also had agreed personal terms with Sesko just for him to sign a new contract. Wait for him to hold the shirt. Facts. That is facts. I remember that exactly. Last season, before the Euros as well, he said he wanted Arsenal, right? And then towards the end, because I think there's quite a few clubs in for him. And then towards the end, I think he changed his mind, didn't he? And after the Euros, he came back and he made his decision saying that he wanted to stay at Leipzig. He wanted to do what Haaland did, like stay in the Bundesliga for one more season, stay with Leipzig and try and prove himself. And he knew he wasn't ready for the Premier League last season. But there we go. That's what I'm saying. Personal terms mean nothing, people, to be honest with you. Like, cool, the player wants to come to Arsenal, but that's just part of it. Like, we still need to get the other part of the deal done. Big up to AJ in the building, man. How you doing? Hello, mate. Arsenal currently not willing to pay the 80 to 100 million demand for Leipzig. There's been no official offer from Arsenal. Yeah, it's a joke, bro. Sorry if why are we waiting again? I know it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. If we genuinely want this Sesko guy, if this guy's our main target, pay the money now, people. You know, they're talking about you can meet in between then. Just go 70 million, 72 mil for this guy. Get the deal done. Yeah, guys, make sure you hit the shred the like button up already. That'd be greatly appreciated. Big up for all the support, as always, people. If you are new tuning in, make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 12,000 subscribers as well. 5 years, Mikel hasn't learned. Pony of a manager, big clubs get it done. This is a concern as well, AJ, man. Like, I mean, you know, you look at Liverpool signing some big players. You look at Man City getting some ballers in. Ryan is in the midfield. Cherky. They got their players in already. You know, they're going to play the World Cup. They're going to be ready for the new season, people. And while we're here just sat there, twiggling our thumbs, waiting, monitoring, interested in love with, like, just says nothing. It's just, we move every single window. We move so slow, man. It's like, it's frustration. The frustrating thing about it, yeah, people say, why are you moaning? Oh, don't. Be patient. Be patient. How can you be patient after what we just saw in January, people? When we still had a window to address some players, yeah. Liverpool, I think, was 7 points in front of us anyway. A lot of people thought that the league was done anyway. But we had a flipping FA Cup. We had a flipping Carabao Cup semi-final. We had a Champions League that in the end, even without the strike, we went far in, right? And you're telling me we didn't want to address we didn't get a striker in after all the players that were available in January transfer window, people. After all the players that were available, we didn't address anything. And then on the back of that, last season, we said the same thing. That window was pathetic in the summer. This is where the frustration comes, people. We've seen our club year in, year out act slow. Yeah, don't do what's required. Miss out on certain players. Have a few positions short. Never really be ambitious in the window. That's a frustration bit about it at the end of the day. Your Chris is the answer, says Cooper. Sign him if you're not willing to pay 80 to 100 million for Sesko. Yeah. I mean, the big thing with Gyökeres they're saying is going to determine if he can leave for his 60 million to 70 million euro price tag. But even if he don't leave for that, he's going to be around the same amount of money. I'd say maybe a bit more than what Leipzig want for Sesko. So they're going to be around about the same amount of money, I reckon. So there we go. There we go. We need both. No chance. Absolute no chance. Yeah, we'll not get both because King Kai's here. I'm shameless. Look who's down there. But no, King Kai will start the season, people. He will start the season. I'm pretty sure. I'm convinced he'll play a lot of game time next season. Yeah, it's mad. It's madness, Creeper. It's mad. Bless up AJ, my brother. Sesko seems to be the priority over Gyökeres, which in my view would be a bad decision, in my opinion. It's certainly a big decision to make. It certainly can cost us next season. It's got to be the right decision as well, people. Because if we get it wrong again, we are, especially with the start of the fixtures we've seen, we could be in the mud by Christmas. Is it AI generated? Are you sure, bro? AI generated? I don't know, man. Because I feel like that's been done on purpose, that fixture list. I mean, again, it's not. I look at it this way. I mean, you play each other twice this season anyway, but just for momentum side of things as well, it could play a part. Thank you, AJ, man. I appreciate it. People you guys smash it as always. You guys always smash like buttons up. You always tune in, leave your comments. So you lot are the real ones right there. Bless up to you guys, man. It's generated through a technological. I can't even say the word. Flipping hell. Technological. Just let's just move on. Computer systems, but seems to be corrupted every single year. There we go then. There we go. Big out AJ, bro. What are you telling me, man? Hope you're doing well, my guy. How you doing? Newcastle are going to sign Chevrolet, Gay, Diamande, and João Pedro. Yeah, listen. If you sign some players sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. if you sign some big players, then why not, man? Like Newcastle could be up there next season. You're keeping Isak, you're keeping Gamaras as well. I don't know if Anthony Gordon may move on. We're building Anthony Gordon as well, but there we go. Man said, would you love to go on Love Island? I'm good, thanks. Imagine me on Love Island, people. Favorite music? 50 Cent, mate. You know how it is. Come on. Big up 50 Cent. Many men settings, people. First few games are big. Imagine we had a striker. We look forward to it, but right now I ain't. I feel like Mikel's going to make Kai up top and show us he's good. Come on, fix up. Facts, bro. You could just picture it. First game of the season, Man United away, Old Trafford. Oh, Havertz is starting up front, people. I can just picture it right now. Best informed striker in the last 2 years. He wants Arsenal, 60 million, 20 million less than Sesko. Arteta still can't figure it out. Big up Cooper, mate. The start of the season is key, but then it's about staying consistent as much as you can. It's just important how you end the season too. Yeah, there's definitely some points in the season that you got to look at. You know, we know the Christmas period, it gets very busy, and Arsenal play Mr. Good Evening. We play Emery twice in the December period. We've got the Champions League games in between that. We better have the cup competition, the Carabao Cup still in that as well. I don't want to be knocked out in the early rounds in those. So, yeah, and then you got the end of the season, you know, that sort of last April to May could be tough. And then the start of the season as well is especially for Arsenal, very, very tough as well. Big up yourself, Garvan. How you doing, Garvan? He says, big up everyone. Transfer window is crazy. For you guys, it is, and for other teams, yeah. But for Arsenal, it's just flipping. What were we in June at the moment? Nothing crazy about Arsenal transfer window at the moment, guys. It's just summer. Yeah, we're just in June. Liverpool won a Prem and replaced a right back, adding more so as City, even Chelsea, Man United. Why do we do this? Are we a big club? This is the thing, bro. Like, for me, when it comes to these stages of the window, we either go for the pound hand options or we just don't show enough ambition and get other players. And then we always miss out on and never do what's required, bro. It's crazy. From your careers in Sesko to Watkins to Nkunku, loan on deadline day. I know this club. You know, it'll be Nkunku or it'll be that Garnacho guy. I will not be surprised if we get linked with Garnacho. Yeah, if Garnacho comes to Arsenal, I'll not be surprised. Or Sancho or something like that. Or as you said, Nkunku. It's crazy. I've not seen a lot about that. I've seen Liverpool fans talk about it. Big up to AD, but I don't think it's legit. I think he stays at New. I honestly think he stays, bro. I'll be shocked and I'll be frustrated. I'll be annoyed if he does go to Liverpool, because then that means there's a chance we could have got him. I don't see it happening though. I think he stays at Newcastle for at least one more season. I don't know, maybe January, depends on Newcastle situation, but I think he stays Newcastle one more season. And I think they keep him, man. Yeah, bro. I'm going to watch a bit of F1 tennis. You know how it is. Change the league. Go to Serie A instead and watch a bit of Napoli, Conte ball. Yeah. If he's that goes Liverpool, people. Big up to John. How you doing, John? Hope you're doing well. Big up to you. We play you on the first game of the season, man. Old Trafford away. Away at Old Trafford. Big up to... in Keesiv, sorry for butcher your name wrong, my brother. Big up Chulo. He says, I hope this signing can be done as soon as possible. I personally can't stand this hope on our new signings. Has me on the edge of my seat, only for nothing to happen. All this effort for nothing. Yeah, spot on there, man. Absolute spot on. I can already see it. Havertz starts up against Man United, misses loads of chances, and Sesko comes on with no time to make an impact. It's written in the stars, isn't it, bro? If we even got him by then. Big up Godfrey in the building. How you doing, Godfrey? Every single time. Bless up yourself, my brother. Big up Josh in the chat. Good to see you, Godfrey, mate. Big up Josh. Big up Waffle, man. Like abs in the building. Bless up yourself, man. Big up Josh. It's 32 tomorrow. It's actually 32 degrees tomorrow. Mental. Big up the English weather, finally. I mean, for you it is. I think where I am is around 27. Yeah, 20. It's still really good, to be fair. Considering this is the UK people, it's actually not bad, is it? The weather. We love to see it, people. We love to see it. Big up to Abs. Hope you're doing well, my brother. Liverpool and City get linked with a player within a few days and they get it done. Yep, and they sign a bunch of players as well. You know, Liverpool getting in Kirkis, Frimpong. Of course, the big one was Florian Wirtz. Man City, Reiners, Kirkis, Nori. Excuse me. Yeah, it's crazy. Big up Jordan in the building. Nah, Fabrizio's not said anything about this yet, Felix, bro. All Fabrizio has said is that we're still monitoring both players. Like, we're not made the decision yet on both players. But he obviously confirmed that Gyökeres wanted Arsenal. Gyökeres, out of any other club, wants Arsenal, but it's about Arsenal going into him, as we know. And we're just assessing the situation. And that's really it at the moment. That's what everyone's saying, is that we're still deciding what one to go for. Like, probably both players want to come to Arsenal, but we're just deciding what one we're going to go for. And people are saying that we're still not decided yet, and I don't know why this is the case. Bless up, Cooper, man. Have a great day, man, and appreciate you tuning in as well, my brother. Bless up yourself, man. Do you think Mikel can't handle world-class players? That's why we never get someone like huge, like Alexis. That's the thing, bro. That's the thing, AJ. We haven't had a world-class player like Alexis. Like, I think we have players in the team we've got right now who are on the verge of world-class. Saka. I think Saka is world-class, or is on the verge of world-class. But in terms of, like, we didn't sign Saka, you know. Obviously, he came from academy, and then Emery gave him his debut. Then Arteta, you know, developed him, so on. We signed Saliba. I think again is on. I mean, he's top class, but is he world class? Gabriel maybe on the verge of world class. Them three: Saka, Saliba, Gabriel. They're the Rice maybe in the midfield. Them four. But other than that, in terms of like signing a player who's out there, like the perfect example would be going and get someone like Rodrigo, wouldn't it? He'd be on that level. But we just don't see that happening, to be honest. And so I see him saying that Real Madrid people. Because of past windows, I've learned to aim low and avoid disappointment. Facts, bro. Based on the action, it seems like we can move like a second-tier club. Can we compete with cities and the Madrids of the world? Even next season as well. Can we even compete right now in terms of in the title race next season, people? Because Liverpool for me will be back up there. Man City will be back for me. They'll be back after the season they had. Pep will respond. They've signed the players. Yeah, they'll be back up there for me. Right, Haaland. You're going to see Reiners and Haaland. Yeah, next season. Haaland will be back to his best. With Reiners in the midfield as well. I think, you know, Rodri's coming back. They'll be up there as well. And then you got a few. So there's two straight away. And then you got a few teams who can maybe, you know, surprise some people. Maybe Newcastle, if they could keep consistent with Isaac Gamara staying, they could. I don't know how Chelsea's going to be acting as well next season, but we need to be careful, man, because there's going to be other teams who are getting better around us. Bless up, Miss Molina. Gyökeres is a scam. I'm not all into his records. That's your opinion, bro. I respectfully disagree. Man. But that's your opinion. You know, you think he's a scam, and then you think he's a scam. What makes you think he's a scam would be my question to you, my friend. If you can adapt on that. But big up to you, bro. Yeah, nice one, man. He's big up the Norway, man. 11 degrees settings in Norway. Big up, bro. Big up. Liverpool have lots of new signings. I'm sure they will not all perform. They need to adapt. They do need to adapt. Like every single signing, bro. You know how it is. But are you telling me that we wouldn't have taken worse? Are you telling me we wouldn't have taken Reiners, who went to Man City? Are you telling me that we wouldn't have taken Turkey? All positions that we needed. We would have been crying out for these players. Another day, another player linked. It's typical transfers, bro. It's typical transfers. We get linked. Bro, have you seen we've been linked with Dusan Vlahovic again? The other day. Like, it wouldn't be a transfer without being linked with Vlahovic. Josh, get Saka a Prem and he's world-class. Facts. Facts, man. Absolute facts. It's the same with Saliba and Gabriel. But at the end of the day, these players need to win trophies, and they're going to want to win trophies, aren't they? Let's quickly go through some more news before we do get out of it. Just quickly on this one. Some big achievement for this guy, man. Man like Carlos Cuesta arrives in Italy today in order to sign a new Parma, signing as new Parma head coach. He's going to be the new manager for Parma, guys. He's leaving Arsenal's coaching staff with a green light arrived. 29 years of age, will work in Serie A. Here we go. So, big up Carlos Cuesta. I'm not seeing a lot of him in terms of like, we see Airport Albert a lot more, and that Yova guy with Arteta a lot more articulated on the touchline. Carlos Cuesta sort of does his thing behind the scenes. Like, the first time we really saw him was in All or Nothing People, where he spoke to Ben White, if you guys remember. You know, he spoke to Ben White and was talking about Ben White, saying how he can be a much better player. And, you know, it worked well with Ben White. That's the first time we really saw him in there. But this is an absolute massive achievement, people, for this guy, man. 29 years of age, right? Been assistant manager to Parma, one of the most historic clubs, well-known clubs in Italy. Fair play to him, man. Serie A, one of the most competitive leagues last season. Fair play, Carlos Cuesta. Yeah, all the best to you, my friend. And yeah, fair play to you. But this does open up positions now for Arsenal's assistant manager sort of spot. People were saying, could it be Jack Wilshere? Could it be Santi Cazorla? Apparently, Santi Cazorla could hand up the boots. He could retire this season. Could Santi Cazorla, would you like Santi Cazorla or Jack Wilshere to come in as assistant manager for Arteta? Of course, they know the club very, very well, but it wouldn't surprise me if we did indeed get one, sort of one of those players, guys. Anything else on the obviously, this is what Plattenberg said about the striker situation the other day, about yesterday, guys. Anyone else wants to look at that as well? Just going to quickly check Twitter to see. Arsenal, Arteta is apparently keen on bringing in Cazorla as the coaching staff as well. Anything else? A bit about Partey, guys, that Milan have made a brief inquiry last week. Yeah, but Partey's situation is an interesting one, guys. Because a lot of people were saying he's going to be leaving now. But at the moment, he's going to return. Apparently, like that hand of Arsenal was saying, yeah, that he's going to return back to pre-season, still undecided on what he wants to do. With Milan interested, I think the Spanish clubs are interested as well. So, yeah, Partey may move on, guys, which means we have to buy a new midfielder. We have to, like, Zubimendi won't be enough. It'd be a good signing, but we still need another player as well. Atletico Madrid set to make a move for, who's this? Oh, the adverts, man. Is it Partey? Wait, Atletico. Oh, no, it's not. It's Zinchenko. Atletico want to sign Zinchenko, it seems like, as well. So does AC Milan as well. But yeah. There we go, man. There we go. That is all the news today, guys, pretty much. That is all the news today. If you haven't already, make sure you do smash that buttons up on the way out. We're a few likes away from, obviously, 50. So make sure you guys do that as well. If you haven't already, make sure, if you've not already downloaded SofaScore, give it a download, people. I'll quickly show you what it's all about before we get out of here. I'll be back. You guys can catch me later on tonight. I'll probably do the Real Madrid Al Hilal game tonight. Yeah, I'll probably do that tonight. That'll be around 7:30. I'll do that one today, and then if there's any other breaking news, we'll leave that as well in there as well, people. So yeah, make sure you guys, if you haven't already, download the SofaScore app as well. This is basically what it will take you to. You can get it on phone. You can get it on, let me share my screen, obviously laptop, computer, everything really. you can get it on, and you can see here all the sports in one place, guys. As you can see, tells you everything you need to know. All the games in one place. Tells you the odds as well. Anyone who likes to gamble and is into all the betting side of things, it can help your sports betting. And yeah, basically tells you all the stats, all the games basically. Even in terms of like the players, it shows the heat map. So I think this is good to use in terms of if you want to look more in depth to a player, then you can obviously do that as well. And yeah, you basically get everything in one place, guys. So anyone interested in that, download it for free as well. You can see the app right there. You get notifications as well every time a goal goes in. If you miss a game, it'll pop right to your phone as well. So make sure you guys are already download SofaScore, scan the QR code there, people, to do that as well. But yeah, that is that, guys. Big up everyone who tuned in. As always, really appreciate everyone's support every single day. Absolute legends. Hopefully we get some proper news, people. We get some news to really get excited about, because I'm not excited at all, people. I'll be real with it. This club needs to act quicker, man. We need to act quicker in the window. Big up everyone who tuned in. Is anyone live right now that we can give a little redirect to? Let's have a look. Anyone live? I don't think so. No, I don't think there is, people. But yeah, bless everyone, man. Absolute legends for tuning in as always. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your. If I don't see you later on, enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you get up to.